Hey guys, Gosei1290 here, and I am here with a guest. I'm here with Movie Critic.
Everyone.
Now, earlier today, Movie Critic actually did give me the idea, and I did ask him for consent for doing this idea, and I did ask him if he wanted to join me. So, yeah, so we're going to be doing this, and you probably already know what we're going to be talking about since you've read the title. Today, we are going to be talking about 5 videos that I had canceled in the 5-year span of my channel.
Okay.
All right, you can see this, okay?
Yeah, I can see. Wait, no, I don't see the share screen.
Huh?
I don't see this. Wait, I don't see like what you're trying to show.
Oh, you don't see it?
Did you accidentally not share the screen?
Yeah, I didn't press it. Oops. Okay, there we go.
I still can't see it.
Would be nice if I confirmed it. Okay, there we go.
Now I see it.
There we go. Sorry about that, you guys. It's the first time using Zoom.
It's okay.
Ultimate thing. So, yeah, we're going to be going over 5 videos that I never made or had to cancel, unfortunately. Now, I will be including some of the reasons why I canceled these videos, but yeah, some of them, if you're longtime fans of the channel, you know what I'm talking about. If you're new to the channel, then I'll go over everything and see what we have to do. All right, so let's start off with number 1. All right, so the first video that I initially canceled, this was the most recent video, and that it was my original review for Kamen Rider Heisei Generations Forever. Now, the reason why I canned this was because iMovie was giving me a hard time at the time of recording this because I had a lot of videos planned. So it crashed on me, and therefore I had lost all the initial footage, and I was already way behind on recording schedule. So that's why it was scrapped. Now, originally, I had the intentions of making this video to be my last video for 2019. This was going to be released in December, and I had started filming in the summer. And I do have a preview clip still on my channel of me talking about another Deno and another Denliner and all that other stuff. But yeah, since iMovie crashed and I lost all the footage, there was already too much that I already lost for me to go back and refilm it in order to get to the Christmas release date as well. Because also at the time I was still in high school, so I wanted to focus more on schoolwork, and I was also getting into a new job as well, so I wanted to focus more on those more than video making. So that's another reason why this was scrapped initially. But at the end of the video, I was also going to go over the main reasons why I love Kamen Rider, why did it leave such a big mark on me and impression, and why the community is so just warm and accepting. It was basically going to be like one of those last videos that you normally do for the end of the year. And since 01 was right around the corner by the time of filming this, I figured it would just fit in of itself, really.
Yeah, and luckily for us, at the end of SCT2, that's gonna be the review. So maybe you guys can see that review.
Just maybe. All right, so the 4th video that I had canceled, well, on this list, is my original 100 subscriber special. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you, the 100 subscriber special is not the first time that I canceled this original concept, because when I first started the channel, I originally wanted to do the whole dark persona idea, but I just started high school and I didn't know what I was doing at the time, so I scrapped that because of utter cringe. But the second time around that I canceled it was the same reason why Heisei Generations Forever was canceled. iMovie crashed on me. Some of the footage files became corrupt, and I was already way past film date. And basically, this was going to be the final video. It was basically going to be a trilogy for the most part. The first one was my Papercraft Deca Driver video. The second part was my full bottle review. And this one will be the last final battle between myself and Yami. And basically, there would be a resolution, and Yami would be a returning character for most part on my channel, kind of sort of like how you have Rexy, basically.
Yep. And strangely enough, I never made a video on talk about how I ever got Wexy.
However, though, while the 100 subscriber special is canned, unfortunately, all hope is not lost because Yami Gosei is technically the revival of that original concept. So yeah, I originally wanted to put this on there because it was a major thing I wanted to debut in my first 3 years of owning the channel and everything. So yeah, that's there. Okay. The third video that I had initially canceled was my entire Papercraft Ranger Key collection. This one was canceled because the original video itself was like over 20 minutes long, and basically there was just a lot of footage all in one go. And at the time, I was not using iMovie; I was using some other name brand software. And everything was fine. The audio was fine. The video quality though was really poor. But the problem was, after uploading it the first time, there was a strange problem with the video itself, because after about 2 minutes in, like everything just turned gray. The audio was still there, but the images just turned gray. So I deleted the original upload. I re-uploaded it again. The same thing happened again. This time around, I took it to the computer, and the problem still continued to happen. So that whole entire like video, me wasting about an hour talking about little flimsy things of paper, it just continued to just have problem after problem. So I had to can it, unfortunately. But I mean, like the Papercraft Ranger collection, like that was a video that I thought that was going to get me famous on YouTube at the time, like well known in the community. But like I was a kid at the time, like this never really did happen in of itself, really. But yeah, that was a huge problem in of itself, and I'm no longer going to comment on that because all my papercraft videos were initially cringe. And the background image you see here, this is actually a thumbnail. Not a thumbnail. This is actually a screenshot from one of my first videos that I ever made, and as you can see, it did not age well.
To be honest, I kind of liked your papercraft videos.
I mean, yeah, they did have a charm to them, but like with more and more writer stuff coming out, and more Sentai coming out, I knew that I had to like take it on myself to make something new every time, and then go back and do some of the older stuff. But there was like at a time where I just completely lost the spark to do all these videos anymore. So yeah, that's another reason why I canceled everything with papercraft involvement moving forward. Just lack of creativity, and the fact I don't think most people wanted to see that anymore. Basically, the same reason why Toku Boy doesn't want to do Toku Yai anymore. Basically, lack of creativity for the most part.
Wait, what?
It was my reasoning why I don't want to do papercraft anymore. It was because of lack of creativity and the fact I don't think many people want them. It's basically the same reason why Toku Boy doesn't want to do Let's Talk Toku anymore.
You said Toku themed the eye.
Oh, my bad.
I was like, wait, he canceled Toku themed the eye?
No, he can't cancel Toku. Yeah, that's impossible. Okay, now this one is probably something that not many of my fans really know of, and this is my Ninjago Origin series / original series. Now, back in 2018, I made the announcement that not 2018, 2017. I made the announcement that I was going to be doing a second channel dedicated to Lego stop motions and other like big major motion like projects that aren't going to be put on the main channel. And one of those main things that I advertised was that I'm going to be doing my own Lego Ninjago series. And when 2018 rolled around, December 1st, I uploaded my first episode. And basically the whole point was for me to do like a prologue episode for the ninja and then move forward into episode 1, 2, so on and so forth. So my first initial upload was Origins Blue, then Origins White. I was going to do Origins Black, but then goes into the reason why I had to cancel both the Origins episode and the original series was lack of time, and it was already almost a year since I already made Origins White, basically. Now, the whole like plot around my Ninjago series was that it was going to take lesser notes from the show, and it was going to be more simplistic and original, but it was also going to be taking notes based on the original graphic novels, and with some key elements here and there from the show. So basically, it would be more aligned with the graphic novels, but it would have its own like little twist to it, like how every other Ninjago series on YouTube that are made by Lego tubers, they would have something completely different. Now, like with Yami Gosei, however, I do plan to revive the series, but in a new light. And I already have the first few seasons planned out for this one. But if you guys want to watch that, that's not going to be on this channel. It's actually going to be on 1290 Studios. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, I would suggest you check out this channel, see what we have to offer, and see what that channel has to offer.
I saw that channel too.
But yeah, lack of funding, lack of funding, lack of time, because I was a senior in high school about to graduate. So yeah, that's another reason why this was canned. Lack of time and lack of editing and everything. So yeah, that was another reason why this was canned. All right, so now we're moving on to our final video.
Drum roll, please.
All right. Let me just go over my reasonings here. Back in 2015, when I first started the channel, Ultraman Orb was making its debut. It was making like its appearance and everything, and it was almost ending. So me, being the kid that I am, I wanted to do something that was completely different and give Ultraman like some new light in America. And that's where this idea came in, the Ultraman Orb fan series. Now, this idea barely got off the ground before I immediately canned it. It was canceled because at the time I had no money, so I had no access to the Orb Ring, but I did make a papercraft version of the Orb Ring and all the cards that were included. So, and I was also new to making videos at the time as well, so that was another reason why I canned it. But the whole plot of the show, it was going to be a lot different from the original source material. Basically, it was going to be drastically different, and it was basically just going to be American actors' scenes spliced in with scenes of Orb fighting the kaijus, basically. So it's basically going to be doing the same thing Page Productions did with Type 2 Kamen Rider Forze, but it was just going to be Ultraman based. Another thing,
and now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Toei was still copyright. I mean, Toho or anyone.
Soraya.
Yeah, Subaraya was copyright videos at the time with that featured the Ultraman clips.
Exactly, which was another reason why I had to can it, because Ultraman was still like fighting legal troubles and everything. And another thing here, though, was that I was only going to do Orb. I wasn't going to do G. I wasn't going to go back and do X. I wasn't going to go back. I wasn't going to touch up on any other Ultraman season except for Orb, which was a little bit weird how I wanted to do that. But I think it was because this was the 50th anniversary season. So that was another reason why I wanted to just strictly do this in of itself. And
wasn't
basically,
Ultraman Orb 2016?
2015. It was late 2015, early 2016. So around the same time Ghost was happening.
Okay.
But yeah, originally the plot of the show would be that Ultraman King was going to come into contact with a human that had a connection to an ancient Ultraman from the past, basically. And basically, the ancient Ultraman that the boy had the connection to, his body was just destroyed. It was basically just nothing but pure light and energy. And it was up to past Ultraman combining their energies together to rebuild his body, basically. And that was going to be like the main origin episode for the Orb fan series, because for my version, Orb needed power from two separate ultras to sustain a physical form, because his original form was damaged, basically, and that's why he relied more on the fusions more than his basic like DNA coding and all that. And like the idea I had for the fusion cards is that basically those were actually the lost souls of past Ultramen, basically. So basically, there was going to be a war that all Ultramen were wiped out and turned into cards. Same thing with the Kaiju, and basically, like Orb, they're all trying to find a way to fight and keep peace for the Earth. So in theory, Orb is helping the other Ultramen fight the same war that he's going through, basically.
I haven't really seen Ultraman Orb, so
I mean, Ultraman Orb, the original series, is a little confusing here and there, and some of the reasoning and plot points were a little convoluted, but Orb was a fan favorite. I mean, it's up there. But yeah, that's basically it. Those are the 5 videos that I had initially never came to fruition.
yeah. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually planning on doing like this film project where we adapt Ultraman versus Hanuman instead of an Ultraman versus Hanuman film. However,
Oh, jeez.
we adapt it.
Hmm.
It's still in the concept phase, so
I see.
okay. Well, thanks for having me on.
And thank you for joining me. And thank you guys for watching. And hopefully you guys are a little curious onto what other videos that I recently canned or didn't have time to do at all. If you guys are interested in seeing more of that, feel free to leave a question in the comments below, and we'll get to that as soon as we can. But thank you for joining me tonight, Movie Critic.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you guys next time. Oh, it's still recording. Whoops.